Hello and welcome to another session in your training as an Apprentice Lighting Technician. Today we're going to cover something really important: how lighting systems are measured. Understanding how lighting is measured will help you do more than just install or change out lamps. You will understand how long a lamp should last, how much light it produces, how much energy it uses, and how it affects how things look under that light. These are the same details building owners, engineers, and designers look at when deciding what lighting to use. Let's break it all down in simple, real-world terms. Before we jump into the details, let's first ask the basic question: why was this lesson created in the first place? Because lighting isn't just about turning on a switch and seeing the room light up. Lighting systems cost money, use electricity, and need regular maintenance. So knowing how they are measured helps us reduce costs, improve performance, ensure safety and visibility, and keep customers happy. Now, let's walk through what we need to know. Every light source has something called a rated lamp life. This tells you how many hours the lamp is expected to last under normal conditions. You will find this number in manufacturer catalogs or on product labels. For example, a fluorescent lamp might be rated for 20,000 hours, but that number assumes the lamp is installed correctly, the right ballast is used, and the voltage is stable. Rated life is an average, not a guarantee. For fluorescent and HID lamps, it means 50% of the lamps will fail at the rated life. So, out of 100, maybe 50 will have burned out by 20,000 hours. Startup wears out the lamp. Most of the wear and tear on a fluorescent or HID lamp happens when it starts. So lamp life depends on how often it is switched on and off. For example, a lamp rated for 3 hours per start means it should run for 3 hours at a time before being turned off. If you turn it on and off more frequently, it won't last very long. LEDs are different. Instead of burning out, LEDs slowly get dimmer. Their end of life is usually defined when they lost 30% of their brightness. The amount of light a lamp produces is called its lumen output, and it's measured in lumens. Think of lumens like brightness points. The higher the lumens, the brighter the light. For example, a typical T8 fluorescent tube might produce 2,900 lumens. But here's the thing: lumen output drops over time. This is called lumen depreciation. As the lamp ages, it gets dimmer. The percentage of light the lamp still produces compared to when it was new is called its lumen maintenance. So even if a lamp hasn't burned out, it may no longer be giving you enough light for the task. The lighting systems need electric power to work, and the amount they use is measured in watts. This is called the system wattage. But there's a catch. For fluorescent, HID, and LED systems, you don't just look at the lamp wattage. You have to factor in the ballast or driver that it powers. For example, two 32-watt fluorescent tubes equal 64 watt total, right? But with high efficiency ballast, the whole system might use only 58 watts of power. That difference matters because wattage equals cost. Let's say a system draws 114 watts and runs 8,000 hours a year. 114 watts multiplied by 8,000 hours divided by 1,000 equals 912 kilowatt hours. If the electric company charges 10 cents per kilowatt hour, that system costs $91.20 a year to operate. And this is why building managers care so much about energy efficient lighting. Energy efficiency is all about how much light you can get for how much energy you use. That's where efficacy comes in. Efficacy is measured in lumens per watt and tells you how efficiently the system converts electricity into light. Let's compare two systems. System A, 8,500 lumens, 150 watts. That gives us 57 lumens per watt. System B, 12,000 lumens at 200 watts. That gives us 60 lumens per watt. Even though System B uses more power, it is more efficient. So if both produce enough light, System B gives you more bang for the buck. Different lamps give off different colors of light. Some look warm and yellow, others look cool and bluish. This is called the color temperature and is measured in kelvins. Here's a simple way to think about it. 27,000 Kelvin or 2700 Kelvin is warm light like a living room lamp. 4,000 Kelvin is natural white like an office. 6500 Kelvin is cool daylight like outdoors at noon. There is no right answer when it comes to choosing the color temperature. It depends on the space and what kind of feeling you want to create. Warm light feels cozy. Cool light feels clean and bright. Have you ever looked at something under cheap lighting and it just looked wrong? That's because not all lights show colors equally well. We measure this using something called the Color Rendering Index, or CRI. It goes from 0 to 100. A CRI of 100 means colors look perfect, like under sunlight. A CRI of 80 to 90 is pretty good. A CRI below 60 may distort colors noticeably. If you're lighting a retail store, an art studio, or a space where colors matter, you want a lamp with high CRI. Now let's talk about two other key terms, foot candles and candle power. These two are easy to mix up, but they mean different things. Foot candles measure how much light falls on a surface, like a table, floor, or workstation. 1 foot candle equals 1 lumen per square foot. It's used to make sure a space is lit well enough for the task being done. Candle power is a measure of light intensity in a specific direction. It's measured in candelas, and it tells us how strong the beam of light is, like from a spotlight or a flashlight. So foot candles equals light on a surface, and candle power equals strength of the light beam. As a lighting technician, your job isn't just changing bulbs. You're helping deliver safe, efficient, comfortable lighting in homes, offices, warehouses, and everywhere people work and live. By understanding how light is measured, you'll be able to pick the right lamp for the job, spot problems with brightness or energy use, help customers save money, and explain your work with confidence. When someone asks you, how long will this light last? Or why is the electric bill so high? Or why does my red couch look brown under this light? You'll have the answers. That's what makes you a professional. Thanks for joining today's lesson on how lighting systems are measured. Keep reviewing these basics, and you'll build a foundation for an amazing career in the electrical and lighting trade. Follow me on to the next lesson. Until then, stay safe, stay sharp, and keep lighting the way forward.